Welcome, Aries, to your numerology reading for May. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you. Okay, getting after this lunar eclipse. Let's see what's going on. Bringing in a change. Talking about creativity and communication. So there could also be a lot of communication that's going on within this change. Spirit says you could be seeing a lot of fives. Okay, so also have the Anunnaki light codes coming in, which is an energetic shift of new information. Now that's interesting because I said there could be some communication of the end of a cycle. So let's see what's next. Disruption. So definitely feeling like there was some kind of disruption going on within your life that it's actually now going to shift out of. So whatever communication is coming through with this new information is definitely going to make you feel like you can get out of this wall, that you're not stuck anymore, or whatever the situation is. It could be with another person. Take that how it resonates. But you do have 1 + 6 = 7. So it is going to bring in this new spiritual shift in the way that energy is being presented towards you through the transformation. So, and definitely having the transformation over here is 1 + 3 = 4. So it's going to bring in a better foundation and making you feel more happy, more vital, and giving back more vitality to you. And the way that it's also shifting and changing and transforming your life, or the way the relationship is. Take it how it is. If it's a relationship, you know that it's transforming the relationship, whether it's for the best or for the worst. The reason we say for the worst, meaning maybe you know you really have to get away from this person, but it's something you didn't ever really want to do, so you could see it as being a bad thing. But no matter what it is, it's angelically done, so therefore it's for the best for you both, whether you your heart likes it or not, right? Your feelings might not like that very much, but you know that that's the better option, right? But committing to happiness is 34. So definitely having a lot of 4s over here that I am seeing as they're breaking down. You got the 4 here and the 4 here. But definitely having the 7. So now you have the 7, the 7, the 4, the 4, the 5. So seeing a lot of these numbers coming through. But this is going to be the best for the happiness is the 3 out of the 4, right? So this is the happiness within the stability. In the way that you need to ground yourself and doing the things that are really necessary for you, and keeping the security within yourself as well. 4 is about that security and the needs of what we need to be alive and to stay secure, whether it's within a relationship, ourselves, our work, just the overall self. Okay, so, and getting a few cards over here. Clarifying on these. So definitely knowing that whatever new information is coming through is definitely going to help get you out of being this stuck feeling. Whatever that stuck feeling is. King of Coins coming out. Really feeling the prosperity and abundance really coming out. But it's going to also put you into this place of perceiving things from a higher knowledge in its own way as well. Because the kings, all kings of any, of any one of the sets is more self-assured. So there's going to be this self-assuredness, this power that's going on within this situation and knowing what's going on. But it's going to give you this fresh new feeling and this fresh new start. And it's definitely a reward for yourself coming through with the Ace of Cups. So and it might even be transforming the love into the love that you are really looking for if you guys have been arguing a lot. So like I said, you take that how it is. But however it is, if you know that, you know what, I have to get away from this person because this is where I'm going to get my Ace of Cups, then that's what it is, right? Only you know what it is, but there's the transformation because you have things that are overwhelming, and this is coming to a change. This is all changing for your divine essence over here. So your divine essence is saying, yeah, well, I got to get out. I got to get out of this place. I can't sit here anymore. So sitting on the Anunnaki light codes over here, it's saying this is the great change that is coming to you. but can only occur if you're willing to shift your perception. You may be experiencing resistance to change, but please know that this is simply fear of the new, not intuition. If you are wondering what is the best course of action, the Anunnaki are encouraging you to go with the new, and the old systems, old ways of being, and old ways of doing things must be released. Now, look, that's what it's saying. We have to release these so that we can have the end of the cycle. So the more you release, the faster the cycle will get so that you can get back to the Ace of Cups. So Spirit is encouraging you at this time to let it go so that you can have the happiness, the joy. Okay? It says you are standing at a gateway of pure potential that will be ignited as soon as you move through this necessary change. Be open to new information, new processes, and new ideas. You are a part of the new energy, okay, that is surrounding you. So this energy is surrounding you and it's telling you, let go, let go. And, a lot of times we already know kind of deep down within ourselves what we're supposed to really do. But if it's something you truly, it means a lot to you, it makes it harder to want to do so. Ten of Cups. It could be a family member, right? Maybe you have to let go of a family member. Maybe you need a divorce. Maybe you need this. Maybe you need to let go of something that happened in the past with a family member. It doesn't have to be a family member. I'm just seeing the family over here. But it's going to bring back the peace and the happiness. Right? Because here it's saying, I'm not getting the achievements that I need from this situation because this situation keeps me stuck. It keeps me worried. It keeps me down in the dumps. It just brings in all these things, and it definitely could be something from the past. If you have somebody from the past that comes back, maybe they're trying to tell you, hey, I want to be with you, and maybe they're bringing up all these nostalgic feelings, but you can't take them back, right? There's so many different things going on. And maybe you even feel like they've changed a little bit, but maybe they haven't changed a lot, right? But it's not good for you. There's got to be a feeling, if this is what that is, to let that go. And if it's just some kind of past fight that you have with a loved one, you have to let that go so that you can bring that love back up, right? So no matter what it is, you have to let go of that situation. Okay, because there's love. Loving yourself to do what's right, no matter what, that's the situation. Whichever way you're going over here. Because you've learned enough on this situation and you really have to get deep into the situation to have this better understanding. There's going to be a lot of communication going on within the situation between yourself, your higher self, and maybe even this person. And really communicating what the truth is and really communicating what it is maybe that you've learned or the knowledge that you have or however it is. But it's going to come from a place of truth and a place deep within yourself. But the truth has to be there because you have to commit to the happiness. So getting down to what is really true. And then with the Page of Cups over here, you could be dealing with some kind of Pisces or some kind of Libra that is saying, well, the truth of the matter is, that I have a better understanding of where I can get my Ace of Cups. If I let this go, we could be better lovers. If I let you go because you're no good for me, I can find better love. You see what I'm saying? So, however it is, but it's definitely something that you need to let go of the worry, because the worry and the nightmares and the insomnia and all the fears of the situation is not going to help bring in the Ace of Cups, because it's going to kind of keep you back from the Ace of Cups. So Spirit says, no. I want you to look deep within the situation, let go of what's overwhelming you so that we can have this beautiful change to put you exactly where you need to be. Because deep within yourself, you know where you need to be. But like I said, when you have a place of fear, fear is not a part of intuition. It's a part of the monkey mind, right? Because it's a lower vibration. It's what makes us scared. Yeah, there it is. And it brings anxieties. And it keeps us trapped, right? It keeps us trapped within our mind. And, you really need to have this better united feeling within yourself, within your body and your soul, so that you can get back to the true love of the situation and really having the deeper desires. Okay. But it says right now that a lot of the things that you're doing right now, you're kind of fighting, challenging yourself, challenging them, challenging the situation. So you have to let that go and then really reflect on the situation so that way you can really start using the intuition so that you can pull yourself out to have the beautiful change within. Okay. Beautiful reading, guys. So let's see what your law and attraction card says. So the numbers you could be seeing are definitely a lot of sevens, as I said before, of fours as well for the stability and happiness and joy of just feeling stable and alive within your own self. And then, of course, the 5 for the changes. And then I see a few 1s within all of this. And that's just because it's going to change into this new beginning for this Ace of Cup, right? So it's going to bring in this beautiful new chapter to your life. But it says it's ending a cycle. They want you to end this cycle. It's no longer needed. You know, I need to change it one way or another. Close that chapter so you can have something better, right? I can transform my own world. Whoa. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So make lists of positive aspects. Make lists of things you love. And never complain about anything. And as you do, use these things that shine bright and make you feel good as your excuse to give yourself attention. And be who you are. You will tune to who you are, and the whole world will begin to transform before your eyes. It is not your job to transform the world for others, but it is your job to transform it for yourself. A state of appreciation is pure connection to source. Source is your higher self, spirit, where there is no perception or lack. There's no lack of. There's no such thing as lack of. It either is or it is. Because the universe holds it all. I mean, you see them lacking in stars? No. No, it has plenty. And, you know, that's because there is plenty for all. There's no such thing, right? You know, it's kind of crazy because we as people, I want to use this as an example for the lack of. We as people keep saying our planet is overpopulated. There's no such thing as overpopulated. It's be fruitful, multiply. The planet holds what the planet holds. If the universe didn't want this many people, believe you and me, it would never have allowed it to begin with. There is a balance within the universe. There's no such thing as overpopulated. It is what it is, and it can hold all. This is why when you hear there's lack of food, you better figure out who's holding on to all the food. Who's hoarding the food away from people? Because there's no such thing as lack of food. There's no such thing as lack of water. We live on a water planet. There's no such thing. Who's hoarding the water from who? You need to ask these questions because Spirit will literally tell you man is evil and holding these things in contempt against you and making you believe there's not enough room on the planet for all these people. There's not enough food for all. Why? Think about these things. Just sit and think about that for a minute. Because when I thought about that, when I read that, I thought, you know what, you're absolutely right. Why would the universe put a bunch of people on a planet that can't hold a bunch of people? The balance of the universe is balanced. There's no such thing. Right? There's no such thing. It's not enough. The planet has enough room for everyone, enough food for everyone, and enough water for everyone. There's no real such thing as a true drought. Droughts happen for reasons because the universe, the earth herself, is doing what she needs to do because where there's death, there's transformation. She has droughts on purpose. It's not just because, oh my God, no. It's a part of the stabilization of the earth. That's why there's always been droughts and things like this. If you go through the beginning of time, it's a stabilization of the earth, taking away what she doesn't want and then replenishing for new, just as seasons. So we have to think these things. We have to think these things through from a real point of view. And that's what you're doing over here in its own way, right? Saying, what is it that I truly need for my divine essence? The Earth has her own divine essence, and each planet does. Okay, those planets are dead for whatever reason that the universe wanted them dead for. Got it? So when they die, they do what they do. Okay, who knows why? We'll never know. You know, Mars is dead for whatever reasons, right? But that's not the point. The point is we live on planet Earth, and Earth is not the same. Everything has its own reasons. And so you have to go by your divine essence and say, so what, if that's the reason that she's giving this example for, then it kind of is my own reason. Or why do I hold on to something that no longer serves me? Or why am I holding on to some grudge or some old fight that doesn't, that I can fix to have true love, right? And remember, if these readings, guys, if you know that you're getting these messages, for a friend or your son or somebody close to you, it's because the divine says, I want you to go and help this person understand they can't do this or they won't be happy. These are great learning tools for other people. So even if it doesn't resonate with you, you can always bring to someone and say, you know what, though, I know someone that is doing that and I need to get to them immediately. Because I know that they'll listen to me, right? You don't want to give them, of course, to somebody who's going to be like, I don't think so. Right? So you would have to, and then of course you probably have to come up with a very good, if they don't believe in this kind of stuff, you have to come up with, your own little ways, as the snake over here, trying to really get it through, use your little magic, right, to make them think, well, I'm going to say it this way. I'll say it more from a psychology side than a mysticism, because they'll think it's mysticism. So, okay, guys, and that was it for you. You guys got this. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.